This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for October 22nd, 2024. Disturbed are bringing the Sickness 25th anniversary tour to the TD Garden on March 14th of 2025, featuring 2 sets in one show. The band's debut album, The Sickness, in its entirety, and the greatest hits. 3 Days Grace with Adam Gontier and Seven Dust will open up the show. Tickets are on sale now. You'll find a link to get tickets in the show notes of this episode. Former Iron Maiden frontman Paul Di'Anno, who fronted the band from 1978 to 1981, has passed away. He died at the age of 66. It was confirmed by his label and the singer's family, saying, quote, "On behalf of his family, Conquest Music are sad to confirm the death of Paul Andrews, professionally known as Paul Di'Anno. Paul passed away at home in Salisbury at the age of 66. Born in Chingford, East London on May 17, 1958, Paul first came to prominence as the lead singer of English heavy metal band Iron Maiden between 1978 and 1981. He sang on their groundbreaking debut album Iron Maiden and the influential follow-up Killers. Since leaving Iron Maiden, Paul Di'Anno had a long and eventful recording career with Battlezone and Killers, as well as numerous solo releases and guest appearances. Despite being troubled by severe health issues in recent years that restricted him to performing in a wheelchair, Paul continued to entertain his fans around the world, racking up well over 100 shows since 2023. His first career retrospective album, The Book of the Beast, was released in September of 2024, featuring highlights of his recordings since leaving Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden have paid tribute to their former vocalist, releasing a statement saying, quote, "We are all deeply saddened to learn about the passing of Paul Di'Anno earlier today. Paul's contribution to Iron Maiden was immense and helped us on the path that we have been traveling as a band for almost 5 decades. His pioneering presence as a frontman and vocalist, both on stage and on our first 2 albums, will be fondly remembered not just by us, but by fans around the world. We were grateful to have had the chance to catch up a couple of years ago and to spend time with him once more. On behalf of the band, Rod and Andy, and the whole Iron Maiden team, we extend our deepest sympathies to Paul's family and close friends. Rest in peace, Paul." Bassist Steve Harris released his own statement saying, "It's just so sad he's gone. I was in touch with him only recently as we texted each other about West Ham and their ups and downs. At least he was still giggling until recently. It was something that kept him going. To be out there whenever he could, he will be missed by us all. Rest in peace, mate." Blaze Bailey saying, "Very sad to hear of the death of my friend Paul Di'Anno. Paul and I did quite a few tours together and concerts together over the years. Sweden rock, Ukraine, Australia, Scandinavia. He had a great sense of humor, and those were crazy times. His voice and his music with Iron Maiden and his own projects will live on. Fondly remembered, sadly missed, R.I.P." Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath saying, "Sad to hear that Paul Di'Anno passed away. He, along with the rest of Iron Maiden, revived British metal in the late 70s and early 80s. Rest in peace." And Anthrax released a band statement saying, "We are deeply saddened to hear about the passing of Paul Di'Anno, the original singer of Iron Maiden. His raw energy and unique contribution helped shape the early sound of Iron Maiden and left a lasting impact on the heavy metal community." Chris Daughtry released a new video yesterday for his single, The Dam, but his attempts to tease the arrival of the new video were met with resistance from his own record label. Chris Daughtry released a video on Instagram saying, "Really frustrated right now. We tried to post the last teaser for the Damn music video today, and after 2 minutes, it was pulled down once again by the Universal Music Group. This is the 3rd time that a teaser for the song and this video has been pulled. It's ours. It's theirs. It's not only hurting us, it's hurting Universal Music Group because it's theirs too. We're trying to promote your stuff, y'all. Like, what the fuck is the problem? I don't get it. Stop doing that." The Dam is the 4th song to come off of Shock to the System Part 1, the EP. The first half of the Shock to the System album, Part 2, is set for release in 2025. In a recent interview, Testament singer Chuck Billy talked about the progress of the recording sessions for the band's upcoming studio album. The LP will mark Testament's follow-up to 2020's Titans of Creation. saying, quote, on this record, I don't want to say the word ballad, but we wrote a slower song like we had back in the 80s and 90s that we wrote on this record, and it's really awesome. It's really good. We're going to bring in a guest vocalist, Floor Jansen from Nightwish. She's going to sing it with me, and we're going to put in a string section into the song. In a recent interview with Full Metal Jackie, Ice-T from Body Count was asked about the last bastion of art left in the music industry, saying, quote, I see live entertainment being really the last bastion of art left in the music business. When it comes to live concerts, the people turned out. I think that live performance is the last place for music right now. No one watches videos, so get out there on the road and tour and give the people a show, he said. Alex Van Halen has unveiled the full 6-minute version of Unfinished, the final song that the drummer wrote and recorded with his late brother, guitarist Eddie Van Halen. The instrumental track was released yesterday. Alex's memoir, Brothers, is available today. Unfinished will also be part of the audiobook version of the book that Alex Van Halen recorded himself. When asked about other music from the archives, Alex said, I'm not in a hurry. I do have a certain obligation to keep it to Ed's standards. He was meticulous and he was a pain in the ass, and I need to have access to the right takes because not every day did we play our best, but we always had the tape recorders running. We didn't go into the studio like, yeah, we're going to make a record from beginning to end. We had little pieces here, little pieces there, and you put them away until the time comes and you go, hey, I think I like that piece, and then go back and build something from there. You can download Unfinished from VanHalen.com. Alex Van Halen's memoir, Brothers, is available via Amazon. Jelly Roll's new album, Beautifully Broken, has debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 this week, marking his first number 1 album. Jelly Roll dropped a surprise 27-song deluxe version on Friday entitled Beautifully Broken, Picking Up the Pieces Deluxe Edition. The extended version adds 5 new songs and collaborations with Halsey, Keith Urban, Ernest, Russ, and Skylar Grey. The net profits from every pre-order of Jelly Roll's new album, Beautifully Broken, in the United States benefited organizations helping individuals facing challenges with mental health and addiction as part of the album launch. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 228, featuring Corey Marks, is available now.